Good morning, boys. In this video, we are going to learn nuclear fusion, condition necessary for nuclear fusion, hydrogen bomb, and difference between the nuclear fission and nuclear fusion reaction. First of all, nuclear fusion. When two lighter nuclei combine to form a heavier nucleus, during this time release enormous amount of energy. This process known as nuclear fusion. Example: two hydrogen isotopes combine together to form helium nuclei. During this time, emit enormous amount of energy. 1H2 is an isotope of hydrogen named as deuterium. The energy release in each fusion is 3.84 into 10 power minus 12 joule. The mass of daughter nucleus is formed during nuclear fusion reaction, sum of the mass of two parent nucleus. This difference in mass is called mass defect. This mass is converted into energy based on the Einstein's mass energy relation E equal to mc squared in 1905. E is energy, m equal to mass, c is velocity of light 3 into 10 power 8 meter by second. Next, condition necessary for nuclear fusion. In Earth's atmosphere contain a small amount of hydrogen. Nuclear fusion is not undergo in normal temperature and pressure. The fusion is possible only at extremely high temperature from 10 power 7 to 10 power 9 Kelvin and very high pressure. This very high pressure helps us to push the hydrogen nuclei close to fuse each other. This reaction also called thermonuclear reaction. So this nuclear fusion reaction occur only in extremely high temperature and pressure. Next, stellar energy. Star and sun emit large amount of energy in the form of light and heat. This energy known as stellar energy. How does this energy produced? How does this energy come from? Sun and all the stars contain a large amount of hydrogen. The surface temperature of stars is very high, which is sufficient to induce fusion reaction of hydrogen nuclei. Fusion reaction that takes place in the core of Sun and other stars. This result release enormous amount of heat and light energy, which is called stellar energy. Then hydrogen bomb. Hydrogen bomb is made based on the principle of nuclear fusion reaction. Hydrogen bomb is always designed inbuilt atom bomb because this structure helps the hydrogen bomb, which creates very high temperature and very high pressure. To occur nuclear fusion reaction when it exploded. The fusion reaction takes place in the hydrogen core and leads to release very high amount of energy in uncontrolled manner. Hydrogen bomb released very high energy than the atom bomb. Difference between nuclear fission and nuclear fusion reaction. A nuclear fusion, a heavy nuclei split into two lighter nuclei, whereas in nuclear fusion reaction, two light nuclei combine to form heavy nucleus. The nuclear fission reaction, it does not require high temperature for initiate. In nuclear fusion, very high temperature is required to initiate. Nuclear fission reaction, it is a chain reaction. Nuclear fission reaction, a chain reaction. Nuclear fission, it is carried by bombarding a heavy nucleus with neutron. Nuclear fusion, carried by heating light nuclei at very high temperature. Bombarding of neutrons is not required. A large amount of energy is released in nuclear fission reaction. In nuclear fusion reaction, the energy is released several times greater than the fission reaction. The splitting of uranium is an example of nuclear fission reaction. Combination of hydrogen nuclei to form helium nuclei in Sun is an example of nuclear fusion. The product of formed as a result of nuclear fission are radioactive and harmful. The product of formed from nuclear fusion are not radioactive and not harmful for human beings.